Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Jersey Sire update from Select Sires. I'm joined today in Ohio with Marc Bolen. Marc, it's great to be back to talk about the August summaries. And we're doing this in a new location this time. We're at the Harriet Road Distribution Center. And just wanted to give you a little shot of what's right out the window to our right as we give this presentation. Just the team that fills all these tanks, it gets this semen shipped around the world. It's a tremendous facility. Daryl and the guys here do a tremendous job. But Marc, welcome back in.
Thanks. Welcome back to Ohio.
Yeah, it's good to be back in Ohio again. Been a very festive week in Ohio.
Yep, good week all around. Some exciting new highlights, and it's been a good week overall. And we're glad to share it with you.
We are, and we had a great Holstein week. We've had a great Jersey week. So let's just jump right in and talk about our new directory that went live yesterday afternoon from the award-winning communications team. Beautiful cover. Skylar, you hit it out the park.
Yep, this group, I'm trying to remember, overalls?
Yes, overall.
There's been a lot of pictures in the last couple months between Mickey and his team in Wisconsin and what we did here in Illinois. But a bull that we really have high expectations for, and we'll talk about it a little later, but this daughter group fits that bull well and figured it'd be a great addition to the cover. And then the inside cover, just some sorts that we've done, just different things, talking about JPI, solids for CFP, daughter fertility, and then just the proven overall Jersey lineup averages, 14 bulls in our proven lineup, 135 JPI they average, 414 HHP, nearly 50 CFP, but a point on SCR and positive 0.7 DPR. So really above the industry average, and we figured we needed to highlight that specific thing about our proven lineup.
Marc, a little more on overalls and that cover. I've been here for several years now, over 15, and I'm pretty sure it's the first time we've had a bull on the cover twice in a row.
Yep.
Two daughter groups. So we had one from Dutch Hollow last time, overalls, when he graduated. And they just, everywhere we go, we just really like him, and we'll talk more about him in a minute. Just wanted to touch on Jersey HHP dollars just a little bit. It's formulated to support your herd's economic goals. Just 45% components. You can see we do have some calf livability in it. It's just really a formula that we think is where the Jersey cow needs to go. Get as much components as you can get, keep your fertility, strengthen your mastitis resistance, and have healthy calves. So if you haven't been paying attention to HHP dollars, we hope you'll take a chance to look at it in the future.
This slide is just a little bit of sorting based off the G-Force lineup and our proven lineup. Just a little breakdown for HHP, cheese merit, DPR, JUI, and JPI. And then 7 of the top 8 proven sires, 10 of the top 15 proven sires as well. So really, really strong week for us. We've added one new graduate that we're going to talk about, but just a really, really solid week, and we're happy with where everything's sitting and what we got coming down the pipeline that we'll talk about later as well.
You're going to start seeing a little different approach to our Jersey advertising. Breed the modern Jersey cow, leveraging a genetic strategy that prioritizes the usage of high reliability proven sires and strategically sample young sires to drive profitability in your herd. What we know is that proven bulls don't drift as much. You don't get as much change. And with that, Jersey reliabilities aren't quite as high on the young sires. We've had a lot of drift in our young sire formulas, and we've got proven bulls that rank-wise, Marc, are right there with the young genomic bulls. So there was an article in the Jersey Journal last November, I think it was, that talked about this, and we think it's really the way to grow the breed and move it forward quickly. Delivering these JPI leaders, 9 proven sires over 147 JPI, healthy profit with HHP over 414, 9 sires over 50 CFP, and then a really nice improved daughter fertility. And it's not a prediction. These
Nope.
are genomic proofs now.
Yes.
So we're talking about the proven sire power, built to perform, crafted to last. The communication team came up with that. It was a group of salesmen and Jersey enthusiasts inside Select that helped mold this program that the communication team, with the help of the member communication people, come up with. And I just really think, Marc, we're on a great track. This was one of the first things we saw this week. Yes, I have a face for radio, and I know that, but the modern Jersey has immense potential. She's efficient, high-producing, fertile, and trouble-free. We know that the most effective genetic strategy prioritizes the usage of high, reliable, proven sires while sampling genomic young sires. Select Sires lineup is equipped with elite and diverse proven sires to help drive profitability in your herd. And like we said, 9 over 147 JPI, and they're proven with lots of daughter information. So you can use them with a lot of confidence.
8 of the top 10 that we talked about earlier. Just another explanation on the proven. They're genomically tested, but until they're daughter proven, we don't have that reliability. And I will say there's bulls in our young lineup that we do have good reliability on, since they come from a proven sire stack that we were going to share with you today, from proven cow families and stuff like that.
Well, Marc, let's get into the data that flowed through the system on Tuesday. And why don't you talk about our only graduate this time?
Only graduate, but he was I'd say, shoe-in from what we've seen the last few months since April proofs. But our new graduate today is 7JE 2023 Uncommon. JX free bull, so he hits that market. He's number 13 for JPI. Being 147 JPI, be the number 4 JX free JPI sire. He'd be number 6 for HHP. Over 500 in milk, over 50 CFP, positive DPR, positive mastitis. So that put him as the only bull in the proven ranks over 500 pounds of milk, at least a point on DPR, and a positive 1.0 mastitis. So he's kind of in a league of his own. The daughters we've seen have been pretty impressive. The 3 on your screen we pictured within the last 2-3 months. But really, really good bull that we thought needed to come to the proven lineup, with 137 daughters in his type proof and 252 in his production proof. So he added 200 daughters this time and held really well, actually went up, and we were really, really satisfied with this bull. And you'll find him as a sire for some of our young bulls in our G-Force lineup currently.
Yeah, and one thing you'll see new on the slide right there above JPI is PJA. And that's percent Jersey ancestry. It's a number that the Jersey Association board of directors voted on and came up with. And you see he's 100. The only way you can be 100 is to never have any JX in your pedigree. If you've ever had any back there, you'll only ever get to 99. So just another way for people interested in staying in the JX free realm as you leave. Go ahead, Marc. You get.
Almost forgot to talk about his fertility. He's over 3.8 on his sex CFI, so that's our internal fertility data. But then he's also 1.7 SCR. So really, really good bull, JX free, fertility, kind of just checks all the boxes and is easy to use, being a gift slip out of a Steve, out of a voltage. So good to use on that Thrasher blood that everyone's high on and has used.
Yeah, just really fits in as an option to get away from the Chatham and Thrasher that we have out there right now. More proven lineup highlights. We talked about having the bulls at the top of the breed. Number 2, Crispin. 3, Geppetto. Geppetto is very limited on semen. He's a bull that unfortunately is not alive. Number 4 is Thrasher. Number 5 is Chatham. We're going to talk about a lot of these bulls. Charlton, Midway, Volant, overalls. So bulls right there at the top of the breed, mix right in. If you look at young sires where they are today, and these bulls have some thousands of dollars.
Yep.
If you look at the top 25, we have 13 of the top 25. Ethan got these slides put together for us before we went live this morning, and you can see how we stand against our competition. If you look at if cheese merits your number, we have 9 of the top 25, more than double of their closest competitors. And Mark, I get to talk about a great bull that's been proven, been at the top of the breed for a long time, 1758 Thrasher. He is a Pilgrim son. He was a bull made for DPR. That was what his Tyler, when he made the matings, he went and found a family that had tremendous DPR, that was out of sires that had stood at the top of the DPR ranks in their years of sampling. And look at him, $6,600, 1,200 pound of milk, 84 CFP, 1.3 DPR. He does everything right. He's still at the top of the JPI list at number 4. He's our number 3 HHP dollar bull, number 5 for protein pounds, 43 pounds of protein. And Mark put the sort together, the only sire over 1,200 of milk and over 80 CFP and positive for DPR. So just a total package. We used a couple different pictures this time, Mark. I believe the top cow is a 3rd lactation cow when we took that picture. And the bottom one, wasn't she a 4th?
Yep, 4th, and I think she's got offspring that we're working.
Yeah, there's a couple sons of hers just hit a collection stall, so we'll be hopefully talking about them in December. So, and then Thrasher, the picture that Claire took there in the barn, just a tremendous dairy bull that's got the strength you like to see. As we move along, it's great to get some of these cows pictured as more mature individuals to show this bull's stood the test of time, ladies and gentlemen.
It's beneficial when they're both bull dams and daughters. A little easier. But the next bull we're going to talk about is the number 2 bull in the breed for JPI, 1921 Crispin. Just following in his father's footsteps, maybe a little higher than his father for certain things, but out of the 4-net, out of the Lemonhead, back to Circus herself. Number 2 HHP bull at 603. He's the number 1 productive life proven sire in the breed. Over 3.3 DPR, so a little really outlier there, but almost 400 pounds of milk, plus percents, over 50 CFP, 17.1 JUI. So he just kind of wraps all the production and health data there into his fertility. 4.0 sex CFI on over 18,000 services. I'd say that's pretty high reliability right there. But 1 of 2 bulls that's over 2 for DPR, 3 for CCR, and 3 for HCR. Something that we've looked at a little more heavy now on top of DPR, CCR, and HCR, and this bull is probably the leader of the pack when you're coming down to breaking things down like that. He's 1 of 2 bulls that fits that criteria. We finally got a daughter that we were able to use, that we actually seen. She's a 2nd lactation cow. Seen a few of them when we were out there in California, 2nd lactation, and that's honestly the first ones I've seen, because the 1st lactation ones were about stale and dry, so we didn't get a hold of them early enough. But another bull that really hits a home run and hits high up on the charts and following the footsteps of the sire Thrasher.
We'll talk about another Thrasher, 14J 2002 Bolen out of the Accelerated Genetics lineup. He's 157 JPI. He's tied for number 7 for JPI. He's a number 4 HHP dollar bull. He's the only sire with 1,200 of milk and 80 CFP, and he's positive for DPR. He's a bull that you really love his calf wellness dollars at 115. He's 106 for calf livability, 110 for calf scours, 101 for respiratory. Just a bull that's done a lot of things right, and saw this one down in the bottom right at Dutch Hollow this spring. Just really a nice balanced cow. And then the one at Clover, just a real deep rib cow, Mark.
Yeah. Not big cows, but open dairy frames, good udders, put a lot of flow through the tank. Just a bull that we're starting to see more daughters of and really liking them.
And got 3 very good dams, so it's got a nice pedigree to go with it.
Excuse me. The next bull that we're going to talk about comes from the River Valley partnership that we had. 5078 Midway, another Thrasher son from the list of wells pictured there at the right of your screen. Photo taken by Leah, and then she did a headlock shot down there at the bottom below it. But another bull that's in the top 10. He's 7th for JPI at 157. Number 8 for HHP at just over 500. Almost 500 pounds of milk, plus percents, 74 CFP, 2.84 cell, almost 13 JUI. Just a bull that kind of gets a little better every time, and this time he added over 200 daughters, so another getting high reliability proven sire that we brought to the lineup, I think, in April.
Next bull I'm going to talk about, 7J 1980 Kamikaze, another Thrasher son. It's 125 JPI, but this bull's built a little different. He's a bull that's got a 95-point Valentino dam. Tremendous pictures of the dam, and now you can see that in daughters as they're coming through, Mark. Everybody's talking about the beautiful udders the Kamikazes have. Next dam back's 91, then a very cow. Just tremendous deep-ribbed 2-year-olds, awesome rear udders. Saw a picture the other day. Got a Snapchat from a guy that had a second lactation one, and she was just, picture perfect in her mammary system. Bull that's in the top 20 or 20th for HHP dollars, and one of the bulls that is over 900 milk, over a point of type, and over 19 JUI. So he's got a great combination of traits of milk, type, udders. Just really excited about having this deep pedigree Thrasher son in the pedigree.
He hits that mastitis resistance. Go logo also being low somatic cell, positive mastitis that is rare in the Jersey breed right now, but we're trying to add more to that. The next bull is 2033 Charlton, another JX free bull that we have seen a lot of daughters of since April, since we graduated.
A lot of them.
And been really impressed with them, honestly. The daughters on the screen really show that, but he'd be the number 1 JPI JX free sire, number 6 overall, number 5 for HHP at 547. He's one of two bulls that's 1.0 DPR, 3 CCR, and 2 HCR. So he's right behind Crispin that we brought up earlier. Crispin's just a little higher HCR, and still positive for milk. So kind of checks all the boxes. But daughters have been really good. We've been really happy with seeing what we've seen in the last few months. And I think a bull that's going to add some more data by December and continue to improve overall.
Overall, as we talked about on the cover, ladies and gentlemen, and the cover last time is a picture in the top right. The Caliban son, bred down at the grazing herd in southern Mississippi at Steve Rowley's. 152 JPI puts him number 11 in the breed overall, number 2 for JX free. He is 100 PJA, 17 in the breed for HHP dollars. Look at his sexed fertility, 4.0 on our internal CFI data. He's the highest ranking bull that is over a point of type and over 20 JUI. And Mark, I don't care where we go, they're awesome. Super udders, mammary systems. The dairymen love them. Work with Clover Farms, 3 generations of dairymen right there in that picture. I love that we get to work with family farms all over the world, and they're really proud of these overalls, daughters.
Yeah, and they stand out. It doesn't matter where you go. You can pick them out. The next bull that we're going to talk about just keeps defying the odds, honestly. I don't know what else you could say, but 1726 Starlord, the Craze son from a P-Flex, then a Determinate. This bull added 100 daughters. He's the number 1 livability in the Jersey breed. So I looked up proven bulls, but then I had to look up young bulls, and yeah, he's 4.5 livability. He's been used around the world. He's 141 JPI. That puts him about 17th. Almost a top 10 bull, being number 11 at 487 HHP. 2.8 mastitis, so puts him 4th. Number 2 for productive life, and like I said, number 1 livability bull in the breed. Young bulls and old.
Well, Mark, that snapshot there is a 3rd lactation one in a grazing herd in Mississippi there at the Taylor Jersey farm.
That screams longevity.
It screams longevity. So no wonder the livability's that high.
Yeah, but high JUI, A2. Last time we got the picture of from Wesley Noble down there in the right-hand corner, and now we got one for a 3rd lactation up there in the top right. But a bull that just keeps defying odds. He's got over 3,000 daughters in his production proof and almost 1,000 in his type. I'm
going to talk about a Generations bull, 250 JE 1947 Corsair, a Rowan son. He's a bull. Marc added over $1,500 this time. He graduated with $1,000 and now he's at 2563, over 500 scored. And they're just super uddered, shallow uddered, great clefts on them, great fore udders. Everything you love about this bull's udders. You can pick them out when you walk through the pens. How does he have so many daughters in his proof already? His sex CFI, a 3.9, 13,000 services. He has been used heavily, and he makes the right kind, the customer satisfaction kind that Select Sires is known for, and certainly glad to have Corsair in the lineup. Chatham is another bull I get to talk about. Back to circus, and 167 JPI. You're going to see a lot of Chatham sons in our G-Force lineup coming along. Some great pictures here on this bull. He's number 5 for JPI, number 7 for HHP dollars, number 3 milk bull. He's the only bull over 1,400 of milk and still positive for DPR. 70 CFP, 18 JUI. You love everything about this bull. The picture at the bottom, love that cow. She's out at Victory. We've got some sons out of her you're going to see a little later. Just a great, great opportunity. You'll see her picture on one of her sons' slide as a young bull and
that picture,
as a young cow, and now this picture, and she's due back again, 4th lactation. Everything's right on her. But Chatham, unfortunately, he's a bull that passed away the middle of July. There's still a lot of conventional semen on this bull to be sold, so he's still in the lineup, but a bull that's probably won't be getting talked about in December because we don't have him in the lineup or don't have him available to make semen anymore.
but heavy on the sun. So
Heavy on the sons.
The next bull we're going to talk about is the Colored Shavings bull, the Showcase bull, 50-32 victorious. Just keeps adding daughters. He had 700 this time, so he's almost got 5,000 in his production proof and almost 3,000 in his type proof. Kind of rare to see over half your daughters in your production proof scored, honestly. But I think this just fits for this bull, whether it be Bagel there in the middle, class winner at Madison, parade winner both north and south of the border between Madison and the Royal, and then Dream Taker, which would be a full sister to Dream Maker, another Showcase young bull that we have in our lineup. 1.2 at type, almost 22 JUI, good fertility, just a bull that keeps adding daughters, and if you need something bred, he'll get it done. So just wanted to bring him back up and share his little highlights of the day.
I got to scratch him on the head the other day when I was walking through the barn. Bull that's been at Select Sires. I'll be 11 years old this fall. Just a great bull that's still getting around, making semen. Everything's great with a great sex CFI, so he knows how to settle cows. We're going to move into some G-Force offerings now. And Marc, our overall Jersey program, we all like to want to select taglines as a sire for every desire. And our Jersey lineup is home to bulls sired by 41 unique sires and 39 unique maternal grandsires.
Of 62 of our active G-Force young bulls.
62 young bulls.
So over 2/3 are sired by different sire stacks and everything. So just wanted to make the aware that uniqueness, like we have a bull for everything, and sire stacks are a variety too. The first bull we're going to talk about, a bull we talked about I think in April and was a highlight of ours, but the number 3 young bull in the breed, 23-53 Wyndham. He's number 3 for JPI, number 4 for HHP at over 714 HHP. Checks the cheese merit box as well. He's almost 700. Cheese merit at 693. He's tied for number 1 for productive life at 6.6. He's the only bull over 1,000 of milk, over 1 on DPR, and still positive on mastitis. Bull that puts a lot of milk in the tank. Kind of excited to work with his daughters, I think. Coming up, once I'm trying to think, I'm drawing a blank if we haven't yet or not.
Nope, they're not born yet.
We're anticipating them being born, let's put it that way. But mastitis resistance pro bull, Just a bull that we're really excited about. Sits at the top of the charts in several categories, and wanted to lead off the genomic section with 2353 window.
And his dam's like 126 relative value in the herd. I mean, tremendous milk cow.
I didn't get to see it.
I know.
I only heard stories, but I believe everyone.
The next bull's a Clever Son, 614 JE 2337 Purified. Clever out of a Geppetta, 185 JPI, makes him number 7 for JPI, number 9 for HHP dollars. He's number 11 for cheese merit dollars. Only bull over 800 of milk and over 1.0 for mastitis and positive for DPR. So he's got the milk. We talk about mastitis. He's got the mastitis resistance designation and the fertility. And that's what we're really trying to make this Jersey cow of the future, what she is, continue with what she does well. Don't have any purified calves on the ground yet, but really looking forward to seeing what this bull will do for our program.
The next one is 614J 2391 Tony. As we talked about, we had Chatham Sons, and here's the first one that we're going to talk about right now is a Chatham out of a Geppetto, out of a Thrasher. I'd be tied for 11th for JPI at 181, 19 for HHP at over 600 HHP. The only bull that's over 1,400 pounds of milk and over 1 for DPR, so kind of elite. But 1409 on milk, 80 CFP, 11 DPR, over 15 JUI. Just a bull that I think that's just been released of late that I think will do a lot of good when you're looking for flow and fertility in your cows.
The next one I get's 507 JE 2384 Jacerta. He's a bull that was created from some embryos that we bought in the JARC program from Pine Tree. His dam's Elm J. Nicholas Blessing. She scored very good in her own right. A Nicholas daughter that's up at Ed Jacerta's. He actually bought her back from Pine Tree after they had bought her from him in a sale. And then the next dam's the excellent Bionic pictured there on the page, and then the 95-point Chicolo blush there in the middle of the screen. Just a tremendous deep cow family. Carries a mastitis resistance logo. 600 pounds of milk, 174 JPI. Number 1 somatic cell bull, 2.64 plus for DPR. Great mastitis, great Zoetis mastitis at 108. Just a bull that does a lot of things right, we think, with a deep cow family, and we're really excited about Jacerta. And Mickey and the guys up in Westby got this picture for us a couple weeks ago, Mark. I think he looks a lot like the family. Got the long line, straight lines that you like to see on a young bull. We appreciate all the help in getting all these photo support and be able to do these Facebook Lives and have this on our website.
The next one, 614J 2370 Elderbrook. He's a Clever Son from a Thrasher and then a Dancer, so I'd put him at the top 55 for JP at 168. He's a high HHP bull, being 22nd at 602. He's the only bull that's over 600 pounds of milk, at least 1.5 DPR, and positive mastitis, and that mastitis is 0.9. So little outlier of the breed being on that mastitis number there, but a feed pro bull, robot pro bull, a Clever Son that was really clever, has been doing really good things across the board, whether it be male or female offspring, but almost 15 JUI. Just a bull that we want to bring to your attention that we've had in the previous lineups, but just still deserves a spot on this PowerPoint slide today.
Ozzy P is a newer bull that just got released this spring, 507J 2351. He's from Clover Farms. You see the PJA of 100, so he's JX free. He's a number 1 JX free bull, number 5 pole bull in the breed. 22 for HHP dollars. And this bull, the Plumpson son, Plumpson only made 1 collection of semen, never produced any more. So we made some offspring of him. This bull comes in at 61 CFP. He's a great calf wellness bull, great livability, and calf respiratory at 108 is extremely high. And beautiful cow family back behind this bull, a bull that's got just depth of pedigree, unique pedigree, doesn't have thrash or any things. So a lot of opportunity to use this bull as a sexed only option.
So as we mentioned earlier, you've seen the Chatham, gold medal Chatham daughter or picture on Chatham's slide. Well, this is one of her sons by Stroud. He's a top 85 JPI bull at 162. Good production, good fertility and health traits, but he's one of 8 bulls that's over a point on DPR, 2 on CCR, 2 on HCR. Nearly 20 on JUI, good calf wellness, A2. Just one that I think we're excited about, probably because he's a Stroud out of the Chatham that we all love when we go back to Victory and see that cow. But just a balanced bull
You
all the
think
way around.
Stroud's dam is the one that calves 2 weeks earlier every year, fourth lactation now.
Yep.
You see how the dam of this bull has developed by the pictures here on the right. It's just combining 2 cow families in our JART program that have really done great things. Mark, tell us about LaHinch.
507 JE 2358 LaHinch. Another Chatham son from a Nicholas, from a Bionic, different from the Elm J one that we were talking about earlier, different pedigree, but 158 JPI, a lot of production. This bull, 1527 of milk, over 111 CFP. Just a bull that just really puts flow in the tank, and that's why he kind of stands out amongst others. Over 10 on JUI. Just a bull that we want to talk about because of the production, and he is in our sexed only lineup right now and just was released maybe last month.
Yeah, I believe so. Another picture taken up by Mickey and all the guys in the barn, Dr. Speller up in Wisconsin, getting these done for us. Just really appreciate them working with us to get this promotion material out there. Cart Path is the bull I get to talk about next, and he's a Cabal son. 2314 is his number. He's one of 6 bulls. It's over 850 of milk and over 1.5 points of DPR. I mean, I'm going to call him 900 pounds of milk. 893 is close enough. 1.8 DPR. He's a bull that when you look at his calf wellness, 69 calf wellness dollars, 105 livability, 105 scours, 100 for respiratory. Just a bull that doesn't have a lot of holes. The Cabal's just starting to calve in at a couple places right now. Bull that's 14 JUI. Just another balanced offering to add to the lineup.
Another sexed only bull that we have currently is 614J 2345 McGuire. He's a yardage son out of an all can, out of a pine. So I think he's about as outcrossed as you maybe could get when looking for different options to breed certain lines to. But he's a top 30 mastitis bull. He's 1.4 on the CDCB mastitis. Nice cell. He is negative 14 pounds of milk, but look at the components. I think he kind of reminds me of a bull named Stony. On the production standpoint, that sold a lot of semen around the world. But positive DPR, nice JUI, 38 on calf wellness. So, and then his dam's pictured at the right hand of the screen when we were she lives at Clover Farms in Illinois. How far into lactation was that photo? Because when they told me before, I'm like, oh, there's no way.
There's no way. She was like 285 days.
And I seen her, and she made a liar out of me because she looked really, really good for being that far out in lactation, but took a really, really nice picture. Bred at Allum's Farms in California, but a little bull that we want to talk about, outcross pedigree with photo support to show.
And these all cans, we have loved them. They're not big cows. They're short.
Good
I
udders.
call them short, but they're good udders. We've really been impressed with the udders on them. That's what you get. That picture represents a lot of the all cans you see. Ooh, back up. Warren's a Geppetto son out of that Thrasher, 21797. He's one of the highest ranking bulls with no restrictions. He's not in the sexed only lineup anymore. You can get him conventionally. He's number 5 for JPI, number 3 for HHP dollars, top 20 cheese merit bull, over 1,200 of milk, 1.9 DPR. 86 CFP, big production bull, mastitis resistance pro. Everything's right on this bull. Look at his calf livability, 111. 1,200 pound of milk and that type of calf livability.
And his mama calves 2 weeks earlier every year.
She calves 2 weeks earlier every year. So it's just a bull we thought we needed to highlight again. Stroud has gotten a lot of use, but this bull he's so balanced and a deep family. And his sire, Geppetto, you don't find him in the catalog because he's very limited on semen. There's not much left in inventory. He is active this time to sell out what little we have, but just a tremendous opportunity to buy a bull that falls in the same pattern that Geppetto is.
I think this bull is a high selling bull. I think he's been used around the world very heavily, but 7JE 2027 Odessa. He's a Blizzard son, out of a Chief, out of a Bancroft. The dam pictured down there in the right-hand corner of your screen at 88 points. Then the bull himself pictured there in the middle that Mickey got done. But he'd be tied for 17th for JPI at 178, top 20 HHP bull. He's tied for number 1 at 1.7 PTAT. So he's high type, just a bull that ranks really, really well, has sold really, really well. And I looked at it right. I think he's the number 1 bull in Canada at 2177 LPI too. So he works wherever you need him to work, honestly.
Well, and Blizzard unfortunately quit making sex semen, so we removed him from the lineup, but he'd be another bull in the top 10 if we would have been able to still have him around. And we all know how much I've loved the Pines forever, so great depth of pedigree there. Fielding is another clever son, this one out of a sugar daddy, out of a Thrasher, 176 JPI, bulls in top 25 for JPI, 800 pound of milk, 73 CFP, 1.4 DPR, 0 for mastitis, 103 for Zoetis mastitis. He carries that mastitis resistance designation. And just a bull that is getting started out there, and a bull we wanted to highlight because it brings a little different, clever sugar daddy sire stack.
Talk about a pulled bull in 7JE 2181 Upcycle P. He'd be number 2 JPI bull on the pulled list at 166. He's over 800 of milk, 93 CFP on positive percents. That put him number 4 for CFP on the pulled list. Nearly 12 JUI. Good calf wellness numbers down there, 105 for livability, 100 for scours, and 102 for respiratory. But a bull that kind of flies under the radar a little bit for being a pulled bull, but still ranks well amongst everyone on the list.
You can see some dollars in the top 500 of the breed this time doing real well. I'm going to talk about Simple Man P, bred out at Casbergen's Cash In Jerseys in Tulare, California. 2312 is his number. He's a top 30 pole bull. But boy, look, number 1 JUI pole bull in the breed at 23.4. Number 2 type pole bull at 1.2. Number 7 CDCB mastitis pole bull at 1.0. And he is highly fertile. His CFI internally has been high from the time he's come in. And actually, he's a pretty bull that anybody coming to sales conference this year will get to see him in the bull parade. We had him in the bull parade at Jersey Youth Academy a month ago. Just a big front-ended bull, walks uphill, and a beautiful Jersey bull.
As we mentioned earlier about proven sire stacks, we graduated uncommon, so why not talk about an uncommon son that has a really, really good pedigree from Dupat. This bull is 7J 2258 for real. The uncommon son from Fearless, 15,549, 93 points, living out at Wickstrom's. He'd be the number 3 JX free for JPI at 150. He's a top 85 HHP bull, but over 700 pounds of milk, over 70 CFP, break-even mastitis, almost 20 JUI, 1.1 a type. Just a bull that I think, in his maternal brother that you're going to talk about next, fits that JX free lineup, and he's balanced and with pedigree to do it.
And you're right, Mark. We're going to talk about First Cut next. He's the hole-in-one son out of Fearless. You know, when First Cut came to Select Sires, and we just had another bull, Zed, that has some milking daughters that are doing well, just not quite high enough to graduate. All three generations of the maternal line were still milking at Wickstrom's, and that's not something you see every day. Really impressive by that. And first cuts just started calving. The very first one that got scored went 85 as a 2-year-old back in May. A couple more got scored last weekend. I think they were 82 and 83. Everybody just really likes these first cuts as they're starting to calve in. So I wanted to mention him again because we're really excited for him in December. I think he'll be a graduate. We'll see.
Yeah, he's there.
And we don't make
Hope
many
for the next
predictions.
one.
We don't. He's a bull that we're really excited about from what we've seen in the heifer pens and now starting to calve in.
The next bull in our showcase program that we're going to talk about is 7JE 2375 Kronos PP. From the Graceful cow down there at the right-hand corner of your screen. The first 4 dams averaged over 92 points at 92 and a half. A showcase bull that ranks positive production. He's 111 JPI that put him 8th for the JX free list. He'd be number 1 JUI for the JX free PP bulls and number 2 for JPI. But a bull that kind of just does it all. I mean, he's balanced, pedigree, production, fertility. Just a bull that really, really does a lot of things, and he's pretty impressive in his own right when you see him in person.
Well, when you got the showcase designation there, his dam's shown and done well. You see a great somatic cell, you see great mastitis, you see a great DPR. That's a lot of times you don't see those traits in showcase bulls, and that's something we're very proud of, making the program have those traits in them. Another showcase bull I get to talk about is Dutton P. Number 7 JPI JX free pole bull, number 4 for DPR, 3.2. Like I mentioned, 275 cells, 0 for mastitis, 105 for zoetis mastitis. Carries the mastitis resistance pro designation. He's out of Diva. She needs no introduction. Everybody loves the cow that's ever seen her. Just a sharp, clean dairy cow. In the first 4 dams, averaged 94.75. Goes 94, 93, 95, 97. It's pretty tremendous cow family. Back to Veronica, ladies and gentlemen. Just a solid opportunity. L'Amour PP, people might say, hey, we don't know who that is. Well, Marc, we got to see a bunch of the Eisners, and he's an Eisner son. And man, they've been super uttered.
Yes.
Super uttered young cows. So pretty excited about this bull in our showcase lineup.
Another bull that's been out for a little while is 7JE 2120 Big Red, also in the showcase lineup. The Bancroft son from Lexicon Ronda that's pictured down there at the right hand of your screen. He'd be a top 20 JPI JX free bull, but the showcase program as well. Almost over 19 for JUI, good calf wellness at 87. He's 105 for livability, 106 for scours, 103 for respiratory, A2, positive mastitis. Looking forward to seeing daughters like these, Kevin, as well, because I think we're getting close.
His 3 full sisters were incredible. So
what, 89, 88, 87?
Yeah.
Yeah, just really, really impressive when we seen those and pictured those last year, I think it was. Yeah.
I'm going to talk about Sky Fame from our Generations lineup. Just the bull that's getting started. 250 JE 2431. He's a Skyfall out of a Vivaldi, out of a casino from up in Quebec. He's a bull that's top 35 for JPI when you look at JX free 100 PJA. He's a bull that 104 on calf livability, 106 on calf respiratory. Just a real balanced bull, 88-point dam, and a bull that we think is going to fit well in the market looking for that higher type.
It's different for most high type pedigrees. Yeah. You're going to find a common, like good to use on the Victorious Bloods, stuff like that.
And carries that mastitis resistance designation.
Next, we're going to talk about what we got coming up. We always talk about what we have currently, but we want to share some information on a few bulls that we got coming down the pipeline. that will be getting released over the next few months before we come back and talk to you in December.
First one I'm going to talk about, Mark, is Lucas. 614 JE 2399. He's a Chatham out of a Graduate, out of a Navidad. Just a pedigree that we've been developing in JART now.
Proven sire stack.
Proven sire stack. Yeah, Chatham's proven. Graduate. Navidad was a huge milk bull. And it goes on back, I think, 5 excellent, very good and excellent dams. Tremendous opportunity
right there.
Yeah, they're both pictured, the first two. And a bull that's 757 of milk, 92 CFP, 1.1 DPR, and 22.2 JUI. So, no, he's not the highest JPI, but he's got a lot of CFP. DPR is great, and a tremendous JUI. So, pretty excited. You've been using this bull as a mating sire.
The next one is 614J 2394 Wesco. Another Chatham out of a Blizzard, out of a Thrasher. So another proven sire stack on a young bull that's just going to be getting released. You're not going to find him on your active list right now, but if he would be on the active list, he'd be number 4 for JPI at 194. It'd be a top 3 HHP bull at 734. Over 600 pounds of milk, almost 70 CFP. Good fertility and health traits, 5.9 productive life, 1.3 DPR, 1.5 mastitis, 17 JUI. The calf fullness is through the roof as well, all being over 104 or 106. Just a bull that's, I'd say, is about as balanced as you're going to find them, whether you're looking for production, fertility, or health traits.
I want to talk about 507J 2400 Woodaz. We're talking about a Chatham out of the Graduate, out of the Navidad. So he's Lucas's brother. One's in the Accelerated Genetics product line, one in the Select Sire product line, but they're made a little different. This bull's 89 CFP and over 1,200 pounds of milk. He is minus 0.5 DPR, but he's 21.6 JUI. He's a bull that we're excited about. This family's developed well for our JART program. Continues to make great daughters. You see the first 2 generations pictured there. Just a lot of opportunity, Mark, for Woodaz.
Another sex-only option that's going to show on your active list would be 614J 2398 Glover. We talked about Warren earlier, having high sons and daughters, and here's one of them. It's out of a Corsair, out of a Caliban, so he'd be top 45 JPI, top 31 HHP. Almost 300 pounds of milk, almost 60 CFP, 1.2 DPR, low somatic cell, positive mastitis. I'm betting if he had his designations right now, he'd be a mastitis resistance pro bull with those numbers. But over 15 JUI, another calf wellness specialist at 107 for livability, 103 for scours, 105 for respiratory. So a different pedigree from what we've talked about in our pipeline bulls so far, but a Warren son that we're really excited about to get brought to you.
I'm going to talk about Travis, an NXS son out of a Dabo, former Graduate, out of a Sugar Daddy. He's a bull that's top 60 for JPI at 167, 2.71 on his cell, 0.2 DPR, 19.6 JUI, a bull that's tied for 31st for HHP dollars at 581. Just a different pedigree, Mark, and that's what we try to show, that we have a lot of diversity. He will be in the Accelerated Genetics product line, and really looking forward to getting to use him as a sire father.
And I think the last bull that we're going to wrap up with today is 507J 2417 Dion, another Chatham, Geppetto, Thrasher, another proven sire stack for a young bull, but he would be tied for number 2 at 203 JPI if he was on your active list today, and he'd be the number 2 HHP bull. But over 1,600 pounds of milk, 94 CFP, but still 1.1 DPR, positive mastitis, nearly 15 JUI, and calf wellness almost 90. At 108 livability, 103 scours, and 106 respiratory. I think this bull kind of just does it all.
He does. Tremendous opportunity. You know, you can always reach out to us and send us an email or Facebook message, and we'd love to visit with you more about the jerseys. We appreciate you taking time to listen in on this Facebook Live, and glad that we could do it from our shipping depot today. Appreciate all Aaron's help in bringing this live to you. And hey, we need to give Marc Kern a shout out, because all these slides and stuff, if it wasn't for he and Keith Gibson getting the files and everything put together, we'd never have all this information this quickly to be able to make this thing sing. And we hope you'll tune back in at noon today when the first team presents the Holstein information. Join Rick Verbeek and Kevin Jorgensen for that presentation. And we just want to say thank you and enjoy the fall in the Northern Hemisphere and spring in the Southern, and look forward to seeing you in December.
Yep. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Looking forward to December.